50. I wanted to create another video kind of talking about the Dynavan 9 and some LED ambient lighting that I have for this car. So kind of want to go through the process. I have to change some clips on the Dynavan 9, but I just wanted to talk to y'all during the process. So I want to lift this up. To kind of get into here, you got to push in this metal tab kind of, and all you're gonna do is pull up. I know it feels like, you know, you're kind of breaking something, but trust me, you're not. Kind of just have my ambient lighting going this way, and all you're gonna do is gonna end up lifting on this slowly but surely. And then under here are gonna be some of your lighting features that you're gonna have to disconnect. This green one right here, definitely want to get it unplugged. I originally already took the battery off, so you definitely want to do that. Disconnect the negative battery before you come up and do this. I just want to take this ball off, just so it's out of the way and stuff. My little deal my brother gave me. And yeah, so there's some connections down here. There's one, here's two, this gray one right here, boom, and then last one is up here for the buttons to reach. It's a little black one. See if I can get it. It's gonna be on the inside. It's a button that you just press right there, if you can see it. Okay. Oh, forgot. Gotta take off this right here. I'm not too sure what this part is called. You're gonna have to end up taking that off, and it all comes out perfect. Am I missing one more? Oh yeah, I am missing one more, but it's okay. It's not in the way. That's how you take off that center console right there. So there, then you're exposed with all this right here. So with this, I kind of already have my lights pre-assembled before I made it. So I just kind of want to go through the rundown. You are definitely going to need a, I forgot which size it is, and kind of left my tools in the trunk, which I have to turn and get the battery on. So I'll be right back. Alright, got it back. So it is a 7mm right here. Going to start loosening these up. Do I have it going the right way? Righty tighty. Gotta go the other way. So I'm gonna loosen these and put these somewhere you're never gonna forget. Oh, not a good place. Not a good place. Let's just throw these right here on top. Kind of a tricky spot to get into right here. Two. Boom. Alright. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna get under this. Could be helpful to get a pry bar, but I think I could just get it on out. You're just gonna kind of lift up and back out, and this is it. This is the backside to the Dynavan. So a lot kind of goes into this. I did it all myself. It was self-explanatory. They had instructions through here. Everything is by far plug and play. The only thing that I had to do myself was go in and tap into the backup camera, which I have on my Mustang back there. I did not go through a camera with Dynavan. I ended up purchasing one off of Amazon, and that was the route that I took, which I just kind of want to secure some of this stuff because this should have been heat shrinked. Here's all this stuff. Kind of just was pretty simple. Just follow the instructions on the Dynavan 9 and everything is pretty much self-explanatory. The only bad thing that I had with this was the fact that I ended up breaking some of these clips when transferring from the old radio to the stock one to the new one, and I ended up breaking 2 tabs, which kind of ticked me off. And then I picked these up from Amazon, which I believe they are not that long. They don't fit. Kind of doesn't look like it fits, which that's a bummer because I paid for these a long time ago and thinking it would fit, but we're gonna see if it does. But yeah, so this is pretty much what the back side of the Dynavan kit looks like. I'm gonna come here, heat shrink this. Everything was pretty much easy, especially with this light was definitely easy. Oh, no, get that out the way. Ay, cosa. Okay, well, I definitely don't want that touching anything for a while until it actually cools down. So yeah, we're gonna actually leave that for a second until it actually cools down, because the last thing I need is something in there actually catching on fire because this got hot. So gonna end up doing that. So I'm gonna end up talking about the ambient lighting. This is a kit from Amazon. I can send a link to it on where I purchased it. So I know that Tesla has their deal where it kind of has the Flow series. I do not prefer those kits, especially on a car like this one, for the reason being, as in they are pre-sized. And what I mean by that is that was the first one that I actually put on this car, and what happened was I would put it here and it only gave a certain amount of size, which would go all the way and stop about in the middle, and that was about the longest piece from this corner to that corner, and I definitely was not a fan of it. So I was like, okay, I still want the ambient lighting, and I wanted to go with one that I could pre-size myself. This is a great kit. I've had it for a while now. The only thing it does not come with is kind of the Flow series and such like that, which is a bummer, but you know what, I still prefer this one over the other one. Not too much of into that rainbow color. Blue's my color. I love the interior. It's bright, especially at night. During the day you may not see it, but I mean, I don't really care for the lights during the day. So yeah, so what I have is I have this wire ran through here by the cigarette lighter. It then comes out through this hole. Where is it? Through this hole. Here's the computer. It's plugged into here, and basically what it is I have all these wires tied up together, and you will have these. So this is where the light comes out of, right here, and this is where it plugs into. So it will send the light all the way to this box right here, and from this box you will then run it all the way to where you want to start. So I have mine starting from right in here. All you do is end up taking this part off, and what you do is you run that wire all the way, and you get your, what they call, I would say like a spatula kind of knife, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna end up putting it in here. You're just gonna squeeze it on by and then push it in, and you're gonna do it all the way around and all the way around until you come to the end, and then you're gonna cap it off with a black tip, and that's pretty much what you're gonna end up doing. I ended up doing that. I ended up going around the radio because it was easy. not gonna do the door just yet, for the fact that it goes wires through there, and I kind of don't want to touch on that. I just kind of wanted to fix this radio and talk about the lights that I already have installed. So yeah, so kind of gonna put everything back together, and I'll show you what it ends up looking like. So yeah, so you install the Dynavan kit, perfect, everything's running. Make sure that you have everything running before you put everything back together. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in here, make sure it's all adjusted straight, and then you're slowly gonna push in, and voila, there you go. You have your Ambient, or your Dynavan 9, back where it's supposed to go. Just because the only reason I needed to do it was rattling up in here. And now for this one, right, you're gonna have your wire run through here. You're gonna have it go through this, move up. How's it going, Dad? And you're just gonna squeeze on by, and you're gonna fit it to each piece, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Everything's pretty much the way it needs to be. Then with that, oh, there goes the light. There you go. There goes my light. Now kind of putting it all back together. That's gonna be the last piece that you want to do. Make sure that you get all your other lights plugged in first. Green goes to green. Clip on. Put that in the hole that it needs to go to. Let's see what other wires. Boom. To that one. Perfect. Tuck the wires back in. The controller goes there. Make sure that fits in there. And then the last one is right here. Just want to double check, make sure everything is plugged in. 1, 2, and I don't have anything plugged right there. And 3. So those are what goes in. Then you are going to work with it. Don't force nothing. Don't force nothing into what you think should fit. Everything should go back into place. And all you got to do is just work with it until it all fits again. Come here, make sure your wire's sticking out so you have that to work with. That'll move to that. Something is preventing this from getting back in. I don't know what it could be. But keep working. Just keep working. And then you will find out that perfect. And just like that, you got everything back to the way it was. Perfect. Everything sits nice and flush. Back in. Lift on it. Oh, I didn't see the problem. The light got caught right there. So, ow. Make sure this part does not get stuck right there. Probably best to just end up taking it out. Just like that, and then fitting it in. Beautiful. So now you have that. Now you're going to tuck in the remaining of the wire. Okay. Oh, give it a nice little tap. Tucking it in all the way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know maybe some of y'all may not like it because you'll see the clear, which I'm totally fine with it. It's not really an eye gouge. It's pretty simple. I like it. I mean, not like it, but in the sense of something I can handle. It's not a big issue for me. All I gotta do is just tuck that right there. Just want to make sure that that's tucked away good. Boom, perfect. Tuck it in one last final time. Boom, 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 boom. And put a black tip right there. But yeah, and so I will show you what it looks like with the car on. So now we're just gonna end up putting everything back the way I found it. Boom. Okay, now we got to adjust the silver little boot, I guess you could say, just to make sure that this fits perfect in the middle. Beautiful. Now it's back to normal. It's all plugged in, right? There's the kit. Yeah, so everything should be plugged in the way I like it. Back to normal. I will turn on the car and I will show you what the interior is supposed to look like. Alrighty, so I have my battery plugged in, and I am going to show you what the interior lights look like. I have it programmed to blue, so as soon as I hit this cigarette lighter button, it will turn on, and this is the blue. I know it doesn't give it justice. I will post a video of what it looks like at night, and I think they're obviously bright. So the lights come from here, goes around and ends here, and my other one goes from start of under here and goes all the way around, all the way to here. So you have the lights going there. So yeah, all the way along through there. So I like it different, but I love it. Blue is what I have. I can also change. One thing I did forget to go through, what the lights do is comes with the remote here, and you can end up changing it. Hit it to the controller. Green, red, also has a fade button. Can go through all those. So yeah, through there. I enjoy it. I like it. Beautiful. Feel free to like, subscribe, DIY stuff. I love doing it. Hopefully to help you out. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next project. ET out.